What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Everybody likes to hear about money, but no one likes to talk about it. But in this episode, I'm going to talk about the one thing that changed the money problems I was having in my business. One thing. Now you might be thinking, how is that even possible, Darren? How can doing one thing change everything? Well, it's quite simple. If you're like most brick and mortar businesses, maybe not the home-based ones, because I didn't have one when I was home-based, but I did use, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is what I'm talking about. Payments, payment processing. Most brick and mortars have a physical terminal. If you're kind of home-based, doing it mobily, you might have like Square or Stripe or PayPal, Shopify payments, etc. My biggest problem, and what solved it, I charge people first. I still have an accounts receivable problem. I still have a lot of people that owe me money that I'm fighting with. Some of them, it's because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna pay you until my customer pays me. I'm like, that's not my problem. I resold you a service and you resold my prints. It's not my responsibility for you to get payment. That was on me. I had trusted them. I can't do that anymore. Some of them, I have an agreement of net 30. Some of them, they just don't agree with me. So to solve all of those problems, I now make people pay before I do the work. And this helps in a lot of ways. This helps that I can buy material and supplies. This makes it so like they can't really argue with me because like, you agreed to the service and the product and the thing, and that's why you paid me and I did the thing. It makes it so I actually have money in my bank account because I'm getting the money first. If you look at most businesses, it's not an uncommon thing. If you order something on Amazon, you pay for it before they ship it. Again, some of those things are different. Like you go to a sit-down restaurant, you pay afterwards. For me, it came down to I needed to alleviate the issue of money. So if I have people pay me first and then do the work, it's alleviated them. It has caused me to lose a couple of orders. The one notably that I can think of was they're like, hey, I want these prints by Thursday. I think it was Tuesday. I said, no problem. I require upfront payment. Here's the link, pay. We'll get them done as soon as it's paid. Come Thursday, I'm like, I still haven't got payment. Didn't hear from them. Come Friday, hey, I'm assuming you don't want this anymore since it was for an event yesterday. Got an email, sure enough. You're right, we don't need them. Our accounts payable didn't pay it, so we had to figure something else out. It's like, if you figured something else out, then did you just screw someone else over, or did you use a credit card, which is what I do. Now, you might think, oh, this is problematic, or how do I get paid now? Because I also charge credit card fees. So I charge the maximum they allow, 4%, because I pay to have my processor, and then I pay the fee, and I have to pay connections. So that's where the 4% goes to, is like, if I only run one Visa, I pay one Visa connection fee. If I run 40 Visas, I pay one Visa connection fee. Same thing with American Express and Discover. So that 4% goes to it. And I honestly thought I was gonna get a lot of pushback, but I have not. People just pay it. They either pay with a credit card knowing that they're gonna pay a fee, or I have alternative methods for them to pay that does not have a fee. Do I follow my rule 100%? No, but I only don't follow it with customers that I have an existing relationship with. If I have never done business with the person before, that's my rule. You pay me, I do the work. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that one thing has completely changed my business. It's made it so I can afford to buy the material. I'm not the bank anymore. So I highly suggest it. I know it can be nerve-wracking, just like if you raise your prices, it can be nerve-wracking to do it. But again, I've only lost a couple of jobs that honestly, like the one job I lost was like 20 bucks. So it's like, what? I've only lost a couple jobs. No one's complained about covering the credit card fee. Well, people have complained, but I haven't lost business because of it. And the complaint really was the high school, because they like to pay with a credit card, but now because there's a fee, they have to pay with a check because the district won't let them pay fees, and then they have to do more paperwork regardless. So I highly suggest it. I highly suggest that you start charging people upfront for your work. It'll make you happier. You'll know that you're getting paid rather than hoping that you'll get paid or when you get paid. I still have my terminal because I still have people that will come and swipe a card on site to prepay for their stuff to then come back and get it. But for the most part, I do it all online. Super simple. Send them a link. They pay with the link, because it also helps with disputing charges. Because if I tell my credit card processor they willingly provided the payment rather than me typing it in, then what is there to dispute? I highly suggest you make that change in your business. Start collecting money up front. And if I were you, I'd start charging credit card fees. If you have additional questions about this, leave them down in the comments. As always, friend fan, See you in the next one.